New England was known for his straightforward, no-nonsense press conferences, but now that he's won it all in Tampa, he's living his best life. Today on Buccaneers.com, Brady and Rob Gronkowski talked about playing until Brady is 50 years old. Listen.
Here we go. I'll ask you first.
Great, and I'll grab mine.
Can Tom Brady play until 50 years old?
Wow. Seems to be a really hot question lately. Can Tom Brady play till 50? Like 50 years old?
Yeah, 50.
50.
You're 44, that's 6 more years.
I don't find it so difficult. And plus in Florida, it's kind of a retiree state, so I feel like I can play and then just glide into retirement. I think I can. I think it's a yes.
You know, there's a little spin to that question. I think it's, will Giselle let Tom play till 50? That's the real question.
That is a way better question. And in fact, why would they not Google that? I think they should. That was, of course, no. That answer.
I'm so smart, I'm the Google
I'm
master
just kidding.
now.
I'm sorry, babe. I love you. You would let me. You'd let me do anything as long as I'm happy.
Father Time might win the war, but TB12 and Tommy B has been winning a lot of battles, and I think he's got a lot more battles that he's going to be able to win. Listen, because of the rule changes and because of how good his offensive line and his receivers are around him and his therapy, that's a really big point that I think gets overlooked. Alex Guerrero, his trainer, and all of TB12 and all of the avocado ice cream and everything else, it is an incredible program that is keeping him healthy better than everybody else. And so I think that program is also having a lot to do with it, and you need to give him credit because he's the one that hired him away from everybody else and did all these programs to set his body up for success. So I think that's part of it. Is he going to play till 50? I don't know. But does he have, at this pace, with the way he's getting hit and the way he's playing, and his arm looks as strong as ever, and he's faster? I actually talked to Alex Guerrero's trainer. Tommy B is faster than he's ever been before. So at this pace, I think he could play another 3-4 years, especially with how good the Bucs are. But the question is, does he want to? If they win again, you know, in the next 3 years, if they win again, does he want to just hang it up and ride off into the sunset? He's actually already in a good sunset because he's in Florida. That would be the question. Right. But can he? Maybe.
As the Tom Brady's going to fall off the cliff guy, right? I got to say something about this first. Right. Look. When I said that, I wasn't making some crazy prediction. I noticed that in the history of mankind, no one had ever been a great quarterback past the age of 42. And Tom Brady was like 40 when I said it, or something like that. I gave him 18 months to fall off the cliff. He has so smashed that it's crazy. He's so far out ahead of everybody who ever lived. It's nuts. And what I realized over time is he's transcendent. I was making the wrong comparison. I was just comparing Tom Brady to people in his sport. But if you look at like Nolan Ryan and the number of years and innings he pitched and how late into life he pitched, or Bernard Hopkins, the great middleweight champion, who was still beating guys when he was like 50 years old, those are the real comparisons I needed to be making for Tom Brady, who could know at that time, right? But guys, what that tells me is I wouldn't rule out him playing till he's 50. Hopkins fought till he was 50. Nolan Ryan to his late 40s. Satchel Paige, who knows how old he actually was. Guys, I can't just rule it out.
Obviously, you see how he's changed. I mean, just look at him. He don't even look the same as he did when he was a rookie. His face has gotten younger looking. He looks better now than he did as a rookie. He aesthetically looks better now than he did as a rookie.
Undeniable.
So it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So if you think of it that way, I never relied on my legs anyway, never relied on my escapability anyway. My arm's getting stronger. I'm eating better. I look younger. I'm taking care of myself. I'm in Florida. The game itself is different than it was, and he alluded to that already. The game isn't the same as it was in the 2000s. Right. It's not as physical. They're taking care of quarterbacks. You can't breathe on anybody without getting a personal foul.
That's right.
Hell, Tom may play until he's 55. He may play until he's my age.
Do I think he can play till he's 50? Yeah, I do. I do, because he's going to take care of his body. He's going to do all of the little things. As long as he doesn't get hurt, he can play till he's 50. Now, with that being said, is he going to look like Steve DeBerg at that age? Or is he going to look like this Tom Brady that we saw on Thursday night 2 weeks ago? That's the question. You would think that some point, he's going to kind of start to teeter. He's not going to fall away as long as he's healthy.
All right,
because they can do certain things to keep him looking a certain way.
Question, based on what you see physically, how many years would you project because he looks good now?
I would project 3.
3 more years, like you feel solid saying he can be good for at least 3 more years.
Yeah, because at some point, from a mental standpoint, what happens and factors into this, and you haven't gotten there yet, Jay, once your kids get older and they start doing things, you start to, that part of it becomes less and less about your own self-gratification as a player. You start to look to your babies and go, well, I got to be at my daughter's soccer game. I don't have time. I'm not going to miss that. And you just stop.
That's a really good point.
Stop being in love with the game, even though you can still play. You stop being in love with the game and you go, yeah, well.
Because you're in love with the kids.
Because you're in love with your kids.
Listen, I think Giselle, his wife, is going to have a lot to say about that. So that's where everything starts and ends. Yeah, Gronk and Brady can have that type of conversation, but you better believe the wife is going to have something to say about this whole thing.
Okay, how old is your eldest right now?
3.
3. So you still got
I'm in the thick of it.
You still got some time before you get to the place where Key is, though. Mine is 12. My oldest is 12. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. You start to, even just going to work, you start to miss
You're
things.
Like, I don't really want to go in. I don't want to do basketball today, man. I got something else to do, and that happens now. Tom has some older son, and Jack. I don't know what Jack plays. He looks like he's trying to be a quarterback, long like his daddy, and all running with his daddy and stuff like that. So as he starts to get there, I'm sure Tom wants to be there watching him on Friday nights and Saturdays. And if he's playing football, he's probably not going to be able to do that.
I want to talk about questions that we've been asking for quite some time. We asked the question all year long, how's Brady going to do in his year with Tampa, his first year out of New England? We have our answer. For years, we're asking, is Megatron a first ballot Hall of Famer? Some people don't even know if he's a Hall of Famer, period, because of him leaving Detroit. And you're raising your hand on that one. Well, we got the answer this weekend. First ballot Hall of Famer at age 35. Second youngest first ballot Hall of Famer ever. The only other one younger than him was Gale Sayers at 34. Tom Brady, when it is all said and done, and I don't know the exact facts here, but I'm assuming you're going to see the oldest first ballot Hall of Famer in the history of Canton, Ohio.
He's going to be like 56.
I mean,
he's playing forever.
Usually when you get inducted as a 48, 49-year-old, you've been waiting a long time. Mm-hmm. You've been waiting a couple years. You've been waiting for that phone to ring, like John Lynch. Tom Brady, who would Favre be the oldest first ballot Hall of Famer? I mean, Breeze is going to break that because he played into. I think Favre played, deeper into his.
So let's see.
40s than Breeze is expected to. But let's just say he does say I'm playing till he's going to play as a 44-year-old. That we know. Let's just say he wants to play till he's 45. They're going to extend him. I mean, that's a fact. That's coming. So, in Tampa.
Favre played till he was 41.
Okay. Just like Breeze. So, Favre is a 46-year-old first ballot Hall of Famer. Tom Brady's going to eviscerate that. He could literally be a 50-year-old first ballot Hall of Famer. And I think that's going to happen. Like, another thing that you'll never see again.
I mean, is he going to be first ballot? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, right. He is a walking, living, breathing first ever. And he's going to do it again. And all of us will be sitting here, and some of us will take the banana in the tailpipe again. The moving on to the Cincinnati banana in the tailpipe that is now the version of holding up 4 Foles and all of that stuff. And then, getting blown out in the first quarter by Kansas City in Week 12. When Tyreek Hill ran in his second touchdown to go over 200 yards receiving in the first quarter of Week 12, everybody on planet Earth, maybe not named Brady or anybody to do with that organization that firmly believed they still had the pieces in place, who thought that we would see the rematch, A, and then B, it would be a boat race. And that the Chiefs, who were essentially like coming up like they were playing street ball, like, let's just send Tyreek and we'll just throw it up. Like they're playing a video game. They're playing Madden against the Bucs in that first quarter. Who would have thought not only would there be a rematch and it would be a boat race, Kansas City wouldn't even score a touchdown.
Not a touchdown.
I know.
And they scored the first points of the game.
Yeah, 3-0. Stop the count.
I mean, it was like
Stop the count.
it was a game over.
Not even the My Pillow guy could come up with a way to say Kansas City won that game last night.
Come on, Rich. I mean,
It really is all amazing. And you hear Brady texted all of his teammates over the weekend, "We will win." That's what he texted him. That's why Tom Brady is now, in addition to everything else, officially the greatest free agent signing ever in the history of the NFL. Hey, what's the best free agent signing in the history of the NFL? Reggie White, short. Helped put Green Bay on the map when Favre was there. Oh, yeah, short. Yeah, got it with Breeze. Saw what he did in New Orleans. And, of course, Peyton Manning and Favre. Yeah. But what about this in a pandemic at age 43 doing that?
I'm
for the
drinking the
Buccaneers.
juice, baby. The TB12 juice.
And then one day, first ever 50-year-old first ballot Hall of Famer, maybe.
All right.
All right, this is for you. I kind of know the answer to this, but a lot of people want to know, can Gronk dunk?
Yes, I can. I can dunk. My first dunk was actually on my JV basketball team. I was in 9th grade. I got a fast break. You know, what's that called when you're like hanging at half court?
Cherry picking.
Yeah, cherry picking. That's what I was doing. And our teammate got the rebound. He chucked it down to me, and I dunked it my freshman year in high school.
I bet you were dominating.
Yes, I was. I was like a center, but at like 6'6".
I like you're like the Polish freak, like the
Yes.
Greek freak, the
Yeah.
Polish freak.
Dang, that's a good nickname. All right, here we go. Can Tom Brady speak Portuguese?
Sim, eu falo português mais. Eu falo português mais casa. E você fala português?
Sim.
Sim?
Sim.
Ah, muito bom.
Sim.
Muito bom. Te amo muito, meu amor. Gisele.
Muy bien.
That's Spanish.
I know.
Okay, moving on. Another very simple one. Can Gronk dance?
I can sure dance. That's no question.
Is there a patented
about
move
it.
you have? Is there anything
It's-
specific that
it's-
you like
The
to?
question is,
Can you twerk?
depending who you're talking to, how legit are my dance moves?
I'd say pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, I can twerk a little bit. Let me see if I can. You know, I mean, I was just sitting down. Like I would have to be like. That's not bad.
That's really
That's not
good.
bad.
That's really good.
Not bad for sitting down
Not bad.
all day.
After practice, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, good. I got another one for you. Can Gronk still play? Can I answer? Gronk is a beast. Gronk could play till he's 50. And Gronk, I've never seen a better Gronk. Let me just say that for the record. Okay, how would you like to answer that?
Enough said. Because you'll see this year who the real Gronk is.
And the last one for Gronk. I've got two tough ones. I think I could go for the predictable one or the fun one. Would you like predictable or fun?
Both.
Okay, you have two questions. Can Gronk rap and can Gronk touch the Lombardi Trophy? So let me combine the two. Can Gronk rap about the Lombardi Trophy?
All right, there we go. Check it out. Every year we go for the Lombardi. That's because Tom and I, we're such smarties. You better watch out because our opponents, we.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day. Thanks for watching.